So I made $17,897 last month trading prediction markets. Some of that came from copy trading bots, some from manual trades, and honestly, a big chunk of it came from frameworks I learned inside a PredictLab community I have been part of for quite a while now. I'll talk more about that later. But today, we're going to talk about copy trading, because if you do it right, it can genuinely make you money. But if you do it wrong, and most people do it wrong, you are literally paying other traders to take your money, and you don't even realize it. So let's get into it. All right, so what even is copy trading? Pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You pick a wallet, a trader on Polymarket or Kalshi, and you automatically mirror their trades. When they buy, you buy. When they sell, you sell. That's the whole concept. Think of it like those accounts that track Warren Buffett's stock trades, right? People just copy what he buys because apparently he's the greatest trader of all time. Same idea here. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just got to know who to follow. Now there's two ways to do this: manual and automated. And I'm just going to be honest, if you're doing it manually in 2026, you're not going to make it. By the time you see the trade, open your app, place the order, the price has already moved. So if you're going to copy trade, do it automatically. There are Telegram bots like Creo where you connect your wallet, punch in the address you want to copy, and it does it for you. And whenever that wallet trades on chain, your bot copies it almost instantly. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part nobody talks about. There's this thing I call the exit liquidity trap. And if you don't understand this, copy trading will eat you alive. And it's brutal. So what does it mean to be exit liquidity? It means you're the person on the other side of a smart trader's exit, which means that they're getting out of a position and you're the sucker buying it from them. And you don't even know it. So let me give you an example here. A trader places a limit order at 62 cents 3 days ago, and it just sits there. Then today, the market moves and that order finally gets filled. Your copy trading bot doesn't know that order was placed 3 days ago. All it sees is a new fill. So it immediately market buys the same position, but now the price is 67 cents. You're in at 67, they're in at 62. 5 cents behind before anything even happens. Doesn't sound like a lot, right? 5 cents slippage on $50 trades across 200 trades, that's around $700 just gone. Not because you were wrong about anything, but just because of execution. And that's only entries. You haven't even thought about exits yet. This is the exit liquidity trap. So you think you're copying a profitable trader, but you're actually funding their profits. And most people don't even realize it's happening. They just see red and think copy trading doesn't work. But it's not that it doesn't work, it's that they don't understand the mechanics. Okay, but look, I don't want to scare you away entirely because copy trading can work, but only in specific scenarios. Rule number 1, only copy traders who don't trade a lot. If you're copying someone who places 500 trades a day, you will get destroyed. But if you find someone who places 5, maybe 10 trades a day with a really high win rate, that's where it gets interesting. The entry price difference becomes small enough that their actual prediction ability overcomes the slippage. So the sweet spot is low frequency plus high win rate. That's who you want to copy. Rule number 2, your research is your edge. The wallet you choose to copy, that is your edge. I know everyone wants someone to just hand them a wallet address and say, here, you'll make money. But the moment everyone copies the same wallet, the edge disappears. So please do the research yourself. Look at trade history going back months. Check actual win rate over hundreds of trades. And here's something underrated. This is where being part of a community helps. Inside PredictLab, we break down how to identify which wallets have real edge versus which ones just got lucky. A wallet that made 50K on one trade is very different from one that made 50K across 300 trades. All right, so here's what I really want you to take away from this video. Copy trading is training wheels. It's not the bike. If you're still copy trading a year from now and you haven't learned anything about why these trades are being made, you've missed the whole point. Because here's what's cool. As you're following these wallets, watching what they buy and when, right, you start noticing patterns. Why did this wallet load up on this market before this news broke? Why did they exit even though the price was going up? What did they see that everyone else missed? And those questions are what make you a better trader. That's when you graduate from copying to thinking, and that's where the real money is. And like I said, $17,843 last month. Some of that started with copy trading, but most of it came from understanding fair value, knowing when a market is mispriced, understanding position sizing, knowing when not to trade. You can't copy trade your way into that knowledge. You have to learn it. And that's honestly what led me to Predict Lab. So let me tell you about it, because if you've watched this far, this is probably relevant to you as well. So Predict Lab is the #1 prediction market education community. And I know, every community says that. But hear me out, because this is actually different from the random Discord servers you've seen floating around. First, there's an A to Z trading course. Starts from the basics. What is a prediction market? How does an order book work? Binary versus neg risk, all the way up to advanced stuff like arbitrage, hedging, news trading, theta depreciation. They've got modules on position sizing using the Kelly criterion, which is like, if you don't know what that is, you're probably sizing your bets wrong. Just being honest here. Then there's weekly live calls where the educators break down current markets, what they're trading, and why. You can ask questions, get real-time feedback. It's not some pre-recorded course you watch and pray. It's actually interactive. And the people running this aren't random influencers. So one educator has over $2.5 million in total profits. Full-time trader since 2020. The other one, his story is kind of insane. Started with 15,000, lost 10 grand on his very first trade, and then turned the remaining 5,000 into 135,000 in 6 months without depositing a single extra dollar. He's now over 400,000 total and makes about 35,000 a month as a side thing. Not even his main job. All right, but here's what really sets Predict Lab apart. The leaderboard. You can actually see real results from real members. Top 2 are the educators, 2.5 million plus and 491,000 plus, as we already went over. But below that, you've got regular members who joined, learned the frameworks, and started making actual money. So this isn't one of those communities where the guru makes all the money and everyone else is paying for the privilege of watching. And look, I know what you're thinking. Can I learn this on YouTube for free? You can learn what prediction markets are. This video right now is free, but the actual frameworks, how to find edge systematically, how to size positions so one bad trade doesn't blow you up, that stuff isn't on YouTube, and that's where the missing puzzle piece comes in. So subscription starts at $99 a month. You can cancel anytime, of course, no lock-in. And as I showed, one good trade pays easily for the entire subscription. One well-sized position on a mispriced market, and you've covered months of membership. So now we have covered everything regarding copy trading on prediction markets. Can it make you money? Yes, but only if you pick the right wallets, understand the exit liquidity trap, and use it as a stepping stone to actually learning how these markets work. Link to the community you can find in the description. If you got value from this, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also check out my previous video on prediction market fundamentals. I'll see you in the next one.